Today you're staring at the menu so intently, like you're studying a novel?
I'm torn between iced coffee and peach tea. One keeps me alert, the other makes me look cute for photos. Life's full of tough choices.
You need to stay alert to hear my story today.
From your tone, I can tell you've got some new office drama.
Not exactly drama. This morning, I woke up early to exercise.
Oh, did the sun rise in the west today?
Don't laugh. I really set my alarm for 5 a.m.
And then what?
Then I turned it off at 5:01. At least I touched the dream. I think it's not about how many kilometers you run, but the spirit of determination.
That spirit went back to sleep, right?
Exactly. But in my dream, I ran a marathon effortlessly.
In your dream, you probably came in first.
First, in deep sleeping.
I was different. I really woke up early this morning.
To exercise?
No, to do laundry before Mom calls and asks, "You're all grown up, but your clothes are still piled up like a volcano?"
A true adult is someone who does laundry before being reminded.
Exactly. I feel a bit more mature.
I'm mature too.
In what way?
I know how to cook instant noodles without looking at the instructions.
The pinnacle of independence.
Don't underestimate it. The other day, I even added an egg.
Super creative. The Nobel Prize in cuisine is waiting for you.
I think life's most fun in these little things.
Yeah, like sitting here on the weekend, no deadlines to worry about.
And no boss asking, have you updated yet?
That question is scarier than, what are you thinking?
So, what are you thinking?
Thinking about what cake to eat later so I won't regret it.
You're so practical.
Life's short, gotta prioritize desserts first.
So, can I prioritize you over cake?
That line's a bit dangerous.
I'm just practicing positive living.
Positive in the flirting way?
I call it advanced communication art.
If so, you need more practice. But hey, it's the weekend. I'll give you 8 points for effort.
Is 8 high?
Higher than the score you give yourself every morning for deciding to exercise.
How was your studying this week?
I just went through a week with more deadlines than your messages.
That hurts a bit.
Well, you do message less.
I don't want to disturb your studying.
Don't worry. I'm pro at studying and complaining at the same time.
Sounds really pro.
On Monday, I swore I'd finish all assignments in one day.
And then?
Monday ended with me watching videos on 5 ways to study effectively instead of actually studying.
Learning how to learn is still learning.
That's how I console myself. But by Tuesday, everything was a mess.
Was the material hard?
So hard that when I looked at the problem, it felt like it was staring back at me.
The two of you silently staring at each other in horror.
In the end, I had to ask my friends.
Did you get it right away?
No. But at least I knew I wasn't alone in my confusion.
That's called team spirit.
The peak was Thursday night. I studied until 1 a.m.
So diligent.
Not diligent, just panicked.
Panicked about an upcoming test?
Yeah. But the funniest part is, after studying, I forgot everything I just learned.
Your brain is in self-protection mode.
Dangerous information, refused to store.
I was like that too. Remembered everything before the exam. But in the room, only remembered my own name.
Lucky you still remembered your name.
Once, after writing my name, I sat staring at the clock for 5 minutes to find inspiration.
Inspiration for an exam sounds weird.
I believe in the universe.
Did the universe answer?
Yes. It said, study properly, kid. I believe you can do it.
Hearing you say that makes me feel much lighter.
Actually, I've been trying this week too. Reading more materials, learning new skills.
What are you learning?
Time management.
Successful yet?
I'm good at managing my scrolling time.
At least you're honest.
But I think both of us are trying every day, even if a bit clumsily.
A little clumsy but fun.
And we have stories to tell each other every weekend.
Yeah, if life was too perfect, we'd run out of things to say.
Sophia.
Why so serious all of a sudden?
Have you ever felt a week was exhausting, but just one message is enough to make you happy?
Yes.
What kind of message?
Like, go to bed early tonight, don't stay up late.
Sounds simple but warm.
Because it makes you feel truly cared for.
What if I send that?
Then I'd think, finally, you remember my health.
I always remember.
But you often pretend to be cool.
I'm just afraid of sounding too cheesy.
A little cheesy is okay. Life's serious enough.
Let me try then. I like weekends like this.
Because the coffee's good?
Because you're sitting across from me, listening to my ramblings.
You're raising your score to 9 now.
Not 10 yet?
Take it slow. Don't let me get used to it too fast.
What are you afraid of getting used to?
Getting used to the feeling of someone always being there.
What if I say I want to be that person?
I'd ask if you're sure. Because being there isn't just for the fun times, but also when I complain or get irrationally grumpy.
I can handle it. I have my weird moments too.
I know. Like, setting the alarm for 5 a.m.
That was a glorious past.
I don't need someone perfect. Just someone sincere.
I'm not perfect, but I'm sincere.
If you say things like this every weekend, it's dangerous.
Dangerous how?
It makes someone's heart flutter a little.
Just a little flutter?
Yeah. Just enough to look forward to next weekend.
Then I'll try to make you flutter a bit more each week.
But remember, flutter from joy, not from deadlines.
I promise. If there's a deadline, I'll flutter with you.
Hearing that suddenly makes next week less scary.
Because you have a teammate.
And a weekend cafe.
And us.
Yeah, that's all we need.
You look a bit different today.
Different like prettier or sleep deprived?
Sleep deprived but still pretty.
That's a safe answer.
I learned it after many real-life crashes.
This week I was really under pressure. So many things piling up at once.
Studying?
Studying, part-time job, and questions like, what are your plans for the future?
That sounds like an essay with no right answer.
Exactly. And the asker always wants a clear answer right away.
Are you scared?
Yes. Sometimes I feel like I'm running fast, but not sure if it's the right direction.
I was like that too. Felt like racing without anyone saying start.
I see my friends all having grand plans.
Social media makes everyone look like a filtered, glamorous version.
And I'm like the unedited original photo.
But the original is the real one.
You say that sweetly, but at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, all philosophy flies away.
What do you do then?
Play music, jot down random lines and notes. Ask myself what I'm worrying about.
Do you find the answer?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But at least I feel lighter.
I think we don't need to know everything right now.
But adults always say you need a clear plan.
Plans can change. The important thing is not giving up. I break problems into small parts. Instead of thinking, this week is too tiring, I think, what can I do today?
Sounds reasonable.
Then reward myself a little after finishing.
Ah, so that's why you always find excuses to eat cake.
Don't expose my noble motives.
I like how you talk. The problems don't disappear, but they seem much less scary.
Because having someone listen makes the pressure smaller naturally.
Yeah. Sometimes all you need is a familiar seat, a familiar drink, and a familiar person.
I like this word, familiar.
Familiar but not boring.
Hope so. If it's boring, I'll upgrade myself immediately.
Just be yourself, that's fine.
That's the biggest encouragement of my week.
Who did you go eat with on Wednesday?
Colleagues.
Which colleague made you smile so brightly?
Wait, are you following me?
Just scrolled by accidentally.
A new colleague at the company. I was just showing them around. Why does... Give me chills.
Nothing. I'm just curious.
Are you jealous?
I don't have the right to be jealous.
But do you want to?
A little.
How much is a little?
When I see you smiling with someone else, I suddenly feel a bit uncomfortable.
I didn't know I had that much influence.
Don't get cocky.
I'm not. I feel happy.
Happy that I'm jealous?
Happy that it means I'm not invisible to you.
You've never been invisible.
Then why haven't you said so before?
Because I'm afraid saying it will change everything.
Change for the worse?
Or too fast.
I think a little jealousy is like salt in food.
Too much makes it salty.
Too little makes it bland.
So promise you won't make me add too much salt.
I promise. And you don't stay silent and create scenarios in your head anymore.
I do that a lot.
I know. So I want you to ask directly like today.
Asking makes me feel much lighter.
If in 5 years we come back to this cafe, what do you think we'll be like?
That question sounds like from a movie.
I'm serious.
In 5 years, I want to be a more confident version of myself.
You're already confident.
On the outside. Inside, I still doubt myself a lot.
I think everyone does.
What about you? What do you want in 5 years?
I want a more stable job. And still be able to sit here.
You mean still free on weekends?
No. I mean still have someone sitting across from me.
Saying that makes me have to look away.
Why?
Because if I look straight, I probably can't stay calm.
What are you thinking?
Thinking that the future seems far but also very near. If we're not careful, we'll lose each other over small things.
So, we'll be careful.
Careful how?
Speak out when sad. Stay when tired. And don't leave just because of a misunderstanding.
Sounds simple but hard to do.
I don't promise everything perfect. I just promise not to stay silent when there's a problem.
Me too.
So, do you agree to start from next week?
Just next week?
Start from next week. Then figure out the next 5 years.
You're always good at breaking things down.
Survival tactic.
Then, I agree.
You came early today?
Yeah. I wanted to sit alone a bit before you arrived.
Sounds a bit worrying.
Don't worry. I was just thinking about the other day.
What about?
The day you were busy all day and didn't reply to messages.
I'm sorry. That day was back-to-back meetings.
I know. But at the time, I didn't.
What did you think?
All sorts of things. Thought you were tired of talking to me.
Oh gosh.
Sounds funny, right?
Not funny. I feel sorry for you.
I hate the feeling of waiting for a message. Like standing outside the door not knowing if you'll be invited in.
Next time, I'll let you know in advance if I'm busy. Won't let you guess anymore.
I don't need an immediate reply. Just a, I'm busy today is enough.
I promise.
I promise too, not to create a whole tragic movie in my head just over a period.
You have a tragic movie director in your head?
Yes, and that director is very diligent.
Then let's change the genre.
To what?
Light romantic comedy.
Sounds fitting for you.
And fitting for us.
See? Just talking a bit. And everything's different.
Yeah. Maturity isn't about not arguing, but knowing to sit down and talk.
Sitting in this exact cafe.
In the right place. With the right person.
Have you noticed we're developing some shared habits?
Like what?
Every time you pick up your phone, I glance to see what you're doing.
And every time you frown, I automatically ask, what's wrong?
You ask so much that sometimes I haven't even had time to be sad.
I'm afraid you'll be really sad and not say it.
I like that you notice small details like that.
I only notice what's important.
Sounds dangerous.
What about you?
I notice how you stir your coffee. Always exactly 3 stirs and stop.
Really?
Yeah, like you believe 3 stirs are enough for sweetness.
Maybe I believe in moderation.
I stir until all the ice melts.
Because you don't like waiting.
Because I want everything clear right away.
2 people a bit different, but still sitting at the same table.
And sharing the same story.
Are you afraid that one day everything will change.
Yes.
Then why am I still calm?
Because you think change isn't always bad, as long as we still choose to sit down and talk.
If one day you're so tired you don't want to say anything, what should I do?
Sit next to me, no need to ask much.
And if I'm tired?
I'll buy the chocolate cake you like.
You know I like chocolate cake.
Of course. You look at the chocolate piece longer than the others.
You observe me closely.
Because I want to understand you slowly.
I like this word slowly.
No rush. No forcing.
Sophia,
What?
thank you for being here.
In this cafe?
By my side.
I want to thank you too.
For what?
For not making me feel like I'm too much or too little. I get to be myself.
That's exactly what I want most.
Before, I thought feelings had to be grand, noisy. Now I see that afternoons like this are enough.
So let's promise,
Promise what?
no matter how busy, every weekend, if possible, we'll set aside time for each other like this.
Doesn't have to be too long.
Just enough to ask, are you okay this week?
And enough to answer, with you here? Yes.
It's getting dark.
Yeah. But I don't feel regretful.
Because we'll meet again next week.
Same time, same place.
And together.
Together.